Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario, and I want to share my Vive experiences with you all, but actually, let's throw out the gameplay here. You probably all are seeing the reaction part to the title, and with that, I did record some footage of me and my friend playing with the Vive right here. Now, I didn't capture any gameplay, unfortunately, but I have some highlights here that I want to show you all, and figured they'd be more entertaining to have at the beginning of the video as opposed to in the middle or in the end, so enjoy this.
Oh yeah, the controllers are down there. That's cool.
Yep.
Holy shit!
It's like,
Oh,
try to grab them.
oh,
Like, it just feels so intuitive. Like
it does.
You know, I guess I shouldn't stand in front of the camera here.
There's someone smoking there.
What?
Or there's something smoking right there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the TV, I think.
Oh yeah, because we threw it
Yeah.
off the cliff. Oh shit!
Told you.
Yeah, no, I'm getting a little bit of that shudder. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
But still, it's...
No, dude, I'm looking at it right now. I would guarantee that's because my computer doesn't have enough power.
Yeah, it's like, what, a
do.
3-year-old graphics card?
Well, dude, this computer was built in like 2012, so.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's good. It's
Yeah.
not ideal, but it's good.
yeah.
The virtual reality
Hello.
and education core.
Yeah, don't throw a controller, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to attempt that, but no. Although it doesn't have the straps on it.
Yeah, there are straps, they're just not on.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't show like feel them.
Oh, yeah.
On the underside of the controller.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna hit the wall first, you're gonna hit the Vive box.
Uh-oh. Oh!
That seems quite dangerous. Just turn that off.
Oh, he turned it off.
Very festive. The large
Sorry.
Oh,
on the controller.
I'm just getting the cable out of your way.
okay.
It should be
Balloons!
Yeah, you can smack them and stuff.
different VR experiences can use
Aw.
the trackpad in a number of
Bye, balloons. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh.
This one's an actual game. This should be.
Whoa.
If it
That is Valve.
runs. Yeah, it is Valve.
Oh, yeah, it's... The judder, I think, is also because the room's not properly set up.
Yeah, they aren't on the most stable platform, so it could be the lighthouses are moving slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Please use your spatial reassignment. This is the Aperture
Oh.
Science base-mounted portal sphere. It is your gateway to a vast continuum
Oh, I forgot about
of
this.
undiscovered worlds. These undiscovered worlds may also contain undiscovered diseases, natural disasters, airborne toxins, and apex predators that hunt humans for sport.
That does it.
Yeah. Whoa! Oh, hey!
Oh, this is the dog one.
Oh.
There's some sticks over there.
Oh, and then I navigate there. Okay, that's cool. I can't navigate down there. I can navigate over there. I can navigate over there. Oh.
Should throw a stick for the robot dog.
I can't. Where?
There were some sticks where you started. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know where I started, dude. Holy shit!
That was a good spot for someone afraid of heights to go.
No. No, back. Yeah, dude, that actually threw me off, man. Ooh. Oh, God.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Ooh.
Your frame rate. I think it's because you're looking at something high resolution. You should just turn around or take it off. That works too.
Yeah, no, that actually made me a bit sick.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was flashing.
Oh, it did that for me when I was in the Steam menu earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, you can try that if you want.
Yeah, I'll play with it a little.
I mean, it's yours, so, like, who am I to say you're not allowed to play this shit?
Now that you've seen some highlights over what happened, I want to explain my Vive experiences to you. Now, first off, let's get into VR itself. I myself am a fan of VR. I've tried Google Cardboard, I like it. I've tried the Oculus Devkit 2, that was neat, and I've tried the Vive a few times, and I also have the PlayStation VR on pre-order right now. So, to say that I don't like VR is definitely a big lie. The reason why I haven't purchased my own headset up until this point, aside from PlayStation VR, is because I just didn't feel like my current PC was up to spec for a proper VR experience, and I was right on that. However, you might be questioning, why the hell were you playing on this PC right here? Well, this is why. My friend ended up buying an HTC Vive, and before he drove home, he wanted to test it at my place, even if the quality was subpar, And I gotta say, we were actually pretty impressed with how decent it was. Now, we did have a few problems. It didn't look as nice, it wasn't calibrated properly because we just did a quick and dirty setup, and on top of that, probably the worst thing was we had a bunch of micro stuttering going on. Now, my computer is a i5 2500K overclocked to 4 GHz. It has 16 GB of DDR3 RAM and has a GTX 760 superclocked. It still gets the job done for me. I am planning to build a new computer sometime in the near future here, but at this point, I just really don't need to. I'm just waiting on some other parts to come out. So that's why I wasn't going to get a headset until I built myself a new computer. But even on here, it wasn't bad. Now, some people who haven't tried VR, or they really just might be a bit uneducated on it, and it's okay if you are, because VR is still a whole new experience, at least, in the consumer grade market right here outside the Virtual Boy and some other failed projects. The crazy thing is with VR is that you do need a computer that is powerful enough to play these games at a high enough frame rate and keep it stable. And it's not even 60 frames per second. That doesn't cut it. It's like minimum 75 frames per second. You have to have that running on your games. The reason why is because if you have it at a lower frame rate, or if your frame rate is fluctuating, you get sick. And it takes you out of the experience, and it kills the immersion. So some people might say, oh, well, 30 frames is fine. People who have to have 60 are spoiled. When it comes to VR, no, that's actually not okay at all. As I said, not even 60 is okay. You have to have it running at a higher frame rate, and it has to maintain that stability. And with my computer, it was really struggling to maintain that. While as it still looked alright, we were having just like micro stutters and a bunch of jitters all over the place. And even at one point, at the end of my VR experience, my computer kind of started glitching out a little bit in a way where there was just a lot more juddering in a few seconds, and then it was cutting to black quite a bit, and I started feeling sick, and I just immediately took off the headset because I was getting disoriented. And really, if it stays like that and it gets worse, you can vomit all over your computer. It's funny because a lot of people also think I'm joking about that, but I'm not. That's been documented. It does make you sick. Now, so far, this reaction and this review might seem a bit subpar because I'm talking about this playing on my subpar PC. Well, I've had a good experience with the Vive as well, too, and I'm not knocking the Vive at all. As I said, this was a complete fault of my own right here. However, I also did not want to get a headset for this computer, but I have tried a really ideal setup at a Microsoft store. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage I can show you of that event, but if you have a local Microsoft store, they might have a setup that is available where you could try out the Vive. It's calibrated properly, they have all the space for it, they have a nice rig setup, they give you some really nice headsets as well, too. And they run you through about 10 or 15 minutes worth of demos. And that is the cool thing. These demos are supposed to be really well optimized because they're really supposed to show off everything. And that is why I feel like they were running so well on my computer, is because they were the demos. Like, if I was actually going out and playing real VR games on my PC, I doubt I would have been getting the same experience or anywhere even close to it. But because I was running the demos, they seemed to be okay. Now, you end up going through these Steam VR labs, and you get to play a few different games. I know one of them when I was at the Microsoft store, there was like a shooting game that we got to try out. And I have to say this, I know with some other setups such as like the Oculus Rift, it comes by default with a Xbox One controller, while as the Vive, they kind of redesigned the controllers. They feel incredibly intuitive. The cool thing is as well, is that they're picked up on anything. So even like, at the beginning of my reaction when I was shown everything there, I saw the controllers on the floor, and I literally saw them. I had that big headset on me, but you see the controllers right there on the ground anywhere you put them, and you get to see them on screen, and it just shows you and guides you through everything, which is pretty surreal, to be honest. Unfortunately, I haven't played any actual games in VR. I've really just played through demos and different projects. Like, as I said in my Oculus video I made a few years ago, I tried different types of demos that were homebrewed ones. These ones are more official ones made by bigger companies such as Valve, but the stuff you can do with this is absolutely incredible, and I highly encourage anyone to at least try out VR and see for yourself if you like it. Now, overall, would I recommend the Vive? I actually would. I've been recommending it actually since I heard about it. Really, the Vive at this point in time, like if people are saying in 5 years from now, Mario, you're wrong, listen, I'm talking about at this point in time, in 2016 right now, the HTC Vive is the best consumer-grade VR headset that you can get. And you do have to pay the price for it. You have to pay $800 for this device right here. In addition to all that, it requires, if I remember correctly, the beefiest specs out of any of the other devices out there, and it has the most intensive setup because you have to have the actual room for it. But even with this, when my friend set his up in my room right here, I didn't really have the room for it, and we really finagled to get it to work. work. Like, we put the sensors on game boxes, and it still worked incredibly well, which was amazing. But I will say this, at least when it comes to the HTC Vive, it's this type of headset. It's like, I want a VR experience, and I'm not afraid to spend the money to get a premium VR experience, and I do have the space for it. If you're that type of person, get the Vive. That is what I can recommend. However, if you're kind of lenient on it, you're kind of iffy, I actually don't really know what other headsets I can really recommend. I mean, I haven't tried the retail Oculus. I know there's been a bunch of odd stuff that's been going on with the development of it. I tried the DK2, which I thought was real neat, but that's a dev kit. I didn't even recommend that at the time because it was a dev kit. It wasn't a toy to play around with. It was a dev kit, not a retail piece of hardware. And the other headset I'm actually getting, this will be my first VR headset, the PlayStation VR. At the time of recording this, I don't have it. It's not out yet, so I can't review something that's not out, but trust me, I will be doing some videos talking about it, and I am excited to get my hands on it. So these have been my brief thoughts and impressions and reactions to the HTC Vive. I definitely think if you have the space for it, you have the money, you have the hardware and infrastructure for it, it's an incredible experience, and I couldn't recommend it enough. However, if you're kind of on the fence or you're wanting to cheap out a little bit, don't get it. That's what the thing. If you're wanting a affordable VR experience, the Vive is not for you. But let me know what you all think of VR. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Have you even tried it? Are you on board for it? Yes or no? Personally, I don't think it's going to replace a keyboard and mouse or a controller ever, but I still think it's something really awesome that I do want to get into, or else I wouldn't be buying a headset. And if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed almost seeing me get sick and everything, a like would be appreciated. If you absolutely hated it because you kind of, I don't know, maybe you wanted to see me vomit and I didn't show it on here, you can dislike the video. It's all good, man. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone.